let's take it back to the past where you started in 1989, but you're saying it's 1988 when you actually first started.
Yeah, 1989 I actually started on the main circuit, and what made me decide to be a DJ was I used to go raving, and then from raving I had to go work, because I used to do shift work. And the shift work and raving don't mix, you know what I mean? It doesn't mix at all. So I just thought to myself, you know what, I could do that. I mean, I dabbled in music before, but not took it seriously, you know. And I thought I could do this, and I like the music anyway, so I just got some decks, started practicing how to mix.
And at that time it was like acid house, right?
Yeah, acid house, techno, garage, US garage days.
So when, let's take it like to 91, when you first did like the breakbeat started coming through, like, you know,
I mean, the breakbeat was always there from day one.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? But it just wasn't as prominent as it was in 91, 92.
91 it was like a really big thing, you had like Charlie that
the breakbeat came in, like Rebel MC started bringing in some stuff.
Yeah.
Thin, you know what I mean? And when they brought in, when the breakbeat came in, one thing led to another, and then it just blossomed into jungle.
Is that where you thought that you could actually bring something to the table, as in production-wise, or?
I wasn't thinking about production then.
Right.
I was not thinking about production then. All I was thinking about was playing music and making everybody dance. You know what I mean? That's what I wasn't thinking about production. You know, it's only about 94.
Right.
1994. That's when I made my first tune. I think it was 90. Yeah, it was 94. I made my first tune.
So where jungle was really really big at that time.
Yeah, because like the jungle, I excelled in that. You know what I mean? That was me. You know what I mean? So, you know, everyone said that I was this and I was that in jungle, so I thought, well, I've got to make a tune now, you know what I mean? But I wasn't really feeling the vibe to make a tune, but I knew that I wanted to make one.
That was your next step.
And lucky for me, I bumped into the right people, and the tune I made, Every Man, was a big hit, you know what I mean? So,
massive, that.
You know, it was just one of them things, everything fell into place, you know what I mean?
And is that what the tune that actually perpetuated you, where you thought to yourself, you know what, this is it for me?
Yeah. I mean, after Every Man, I never really made no music after that. I was dabbling, but not taking it seriously, because I was just into the whole rave scene. You know what I mean? Like DJing, raving, partying. You know what I mean? That's how it was for me back then.
Because you are a prolific writer. When people look at your stuff and you go to discography.
Oh yeah, I've got enough history. Yeah. I've got enough history. I mean, you know, you must probably tell me stuff that I can't remember. You know what I mean? So, but back then it was just raving, having a good time, DJing, being Kenny, you know what I mean? It's only after when AWOL finished in 96 when I decided, right, if you want to have some longevity in this game here, you've got to fix up and do something, you know what I mean? So that's when I thought, all right, I'm going to start my record label.
Which was?
Mix and blend, and build a few tunes, sign a few tunes, look for new artists and all that. You know, but even then I wasn't really taking it seriously, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't think I'm a serious person, you know what I mean? I just take every day as it comes, you know what I mean? That's how I've always been.
I think that's where drum and bass should be, though, not to be taken that seriously, because I do find that a lot of people, I know it's kind of an oxymoron, but you don't really want to take drum and bass seriously, but at the same time, make sure that you know what you're doing with it.
Yeah, you take it serious to a certain extent, obviously, because like, you know, you don't want to walk into a club pissed out your head, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
And then get on the decks to play, which a lot of DJs used to do back then. You know, not me, but a lot of DJs used to do that, you know? And like, that way I used to take it seriously. You know, if you want me to come party with you, let me play my set first. Let me do my work first, and then when I finish my work, then we can do what we've got to do, you know what I mean? So in that sense, I used to take it seriously, but you know, as for planning how I want to be as a DJ, I never planned nothing.
Like you say, any longevity.
Yeah, I just took every day as it come. Lucky for me, the jungle thing, you know, took off, and then when I won the Sound Clash in '94, that just opened up a whole heap of doors for me all around the world, you know what I mean? So, yeah, from there I just got big.
So let's take it to the present now, where we're at now. Have you got more projects going?
Now I'm still running my label, Mix and Blend. Got a lot of projects going on at the moment. I played a couple of tunes out there tonight, smashed it.
Absolutely killed it out there tonight.
I've started to work with these guys called Savage Rehab.
Right, big guys,
They've just been signed to be.
Yeah, right.
You know, I could have signed them to my label, but like they're my friends and I want them to get big. So B Recordings has got a bigger profile than my label.
Right.
So I said to them, well, if they want to sign it, go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really big of that.
So, but Brian G from B said to them, they can still work with me.
That's big.
You know what I mean? Because he knows that I could have signed them if I wanted to. You know, out of respect and everything, that's what I'm working with. You know what I mean?
Because even though you're doing it for the money and for the love of the game, let's have it right. You know what I mean? At the same time, it's not really about just you.
No. I mean, no one's bigger than the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No
yeah,
one. No one. If you're a DJ, you come into this thing and you think, oh, I'm DJ Quick Mix, and I'm a bad boy DJ, and I'm bigger than
anyone.
Don't think like that.
Yeah.
You'll just get knocked down to size. You know what I mean? I've never ever. You find that a lot of the DJs who have been around as long as I have, you know, none of them have ever thought that they're bigger than the game.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, we've just played. That's what we want to do. We just want to play music and see the kids dance. You know what I mean? And you know, make them talk about me on Facebook and MySpace, and I get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
You know, someone writes something on my page. How can you done this last night? That's good enough for me. You know what I mean? That's my ego kind of thing, you know what I mean? That's my enjoyment, just see the kids. You know, even at my age now, I won't tell you how old I am, but I'm in my 40s. I am in my 40s, late 40s. But, you know, so a person of my age, you've got 17, 18-year-old kids coming up to you and saying, that was a wicked sound. And
you mix tapes as well. You know
after so long, you can still do it. You know, that makes me feel good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of the kids tonight are bloody old. I'm old enough to be their dad after them, you know what I mean?
So we are at the future now, so what could expect?
The future for me now is I'm my son Chrissy Chris, my stepson Chrissy Chris.
Big up.
He's really doing well at the moment. You know, and I'm just trying to not guide him because he doesn't need no guidance because he's a pretty smart lad, you know what I mean? But you know, just look after him, just watch his back, you know what I mean?
Make sure
I'm just there for him, so no one don't take it, so no one don't try to exploit him.
Because it is a cutthroat industry at the end of the day.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm just watching Chrissy really.
So the last couple of questions really, because I know you're really busy and you want to fly up. Where do you see drum and bass now, and where do you see it in the future? Say 5 years from now?
Now drum and bass is a proper established music. You know, it's not as big as some of the gimmicks, like hip hop and all that.
Yeah.
But it's big because like you're hearing it in the radio, you're hearing it on adverts,
mainstream.
It's a mainstream music now. For the future, I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's weird about the mainstream though, because back in the day, like 94, 95, the last thing people want, people like Reman, for instance, you never hear like R.I.P. for instance.
Yeah.
And another.
Yeah.
But nowadays you could probably get away with that.
Back then, the music was fresh still.
Yeah, true.
And you know the majors, some of the majors, they're kind of like dodgy about, especially like a lot of the people who make the music are all from street. You know, we're not your average musician.
Yeah, no shirt and tie.
You know what I mean? Nah, we're just from road. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the record companies didn't know how to deal with people like that.
Weren't sure how to market.
Yeah, they wasn't sure how to I mean, my background has closed a few doors for me. You know, because like I used to back in the day I used to do what kids do, get yourself in trouble, and that. You know, and like I could have had I was supposed to do the job what Food Rider and Fabio were doing on Radio 1. You know, I was supposed to have
because you wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I was the first person to play jungle on Radio 1. You know, but because of my background, if Radio 1 employed me, and then you've got some silly fucking newspaper like the News of the World digging into my background,
true.
It would look bad for Radio 1. So, you know, but that don't bother me, you know what I mean? Like
you still got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I don't take life seriously. If you take life seriously, you'd end up committing suicide tomorrow, you know what I mean?
So like I said before, you're not sure where.
No, drum and bass for the future. I know it'll always be there. I know that for a fact.
Why I'm asking the question is like groups like Noisia, for instance, and Subfocus, where they've taken.
Yeah, well they're taking it to another level. Yeah, they took it. You know, we can only take it so far, and then obviously you need new blood to go further.
Yeah.
I can only go so far.
Like Rockwell,
then you've got the new generation. You've got the Chrissy Chrissies, the Subfocuses. Andy C, you know, Noisier, all them new, they're taking it to another level. You know, and that's what's going to get. And then when them man is old like me, then the next little firm take it even further. You know what I mean?
So jungle, drum and bass is always going to be.
Oh, jungle. It's all jungle at the end of the day. It's all jungle. Just remember that. Yeah, it's all jungle at the end of the day. So, but you know, some people like to call it drum and bass. You know, but it's all jungle at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
But people try to distinguish between jungle and drum and bass, and it's kind of a blurred.
See, when I'll give you a quick story. When it first came out, it was jungle, right? Yeah. But then certain people started to get big in jungle, me myself included, right? And certain other people never liked it, so they kind of drew away from the jungle, still playing the same beats, but called it drum and bass. So there you go. You know.
And it's still, that's why people get confused.
Yeah, it's still the same. Jungle, drum and bass is all the same.
It's all
nowadays, now you've got this jump up style that everyone's playing, that a lot of people are playing, which I do like. Not all of it, but I like some of it because I played some tonight. Yeah. But I know the kids like it, so I pick out tunes what I like. You know, you know, and that music there, if anything, you can call that drum and bass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to distinguish the two, like that's drum and bass, and then you've got the jungle.
I think jungle's always going to be like the old.
Yeah, well that's
like 94 to 98.
Officially, not officially, like in everybody's eyes, should I say, jungle is old school.
Yeah.
Right, in everybody's eyes. But officially, it's all the fucking
same.
It's all the same. It's all the same. You know what I mean?